There are several advantages to addressing these 4 areas. By changing the conversation in the visit, we can begin to change our patients' views on their approaches to health. We will talk about these tools and the evidence supporting them in the next module. Now, I want you to join me in an exercise. Think about how you feel when you were at a museum. How does that feeling differ from when you were at a ball game? Or how about relaxing in a park full of kids? The idea of the environment shaping the way we feel in the world is an important consideration to promoting health. Discussing with your patient the environment they live in can make you aware of the challenges and supports in their life. For example, maybe there's no grocery store nearby, or the gym is too expensive. There may be an issue of safety in some places, or too many stairs to make a place accessible. Or, if they are feeling isolated or lonely, perhaps a daily conversation with a neighbor could go a long way for their happiness. Next is body and lifestyle. Our bodies are made to move. How much physical activity does your patient get? I remind patients that the less they do regularly, the less they will be able to do. Sleep is integral to life. How is theirs? Our bodies are fueled by what we eat. Good nutrition helps maintain optimal weight and function, but has anyone ever taught them what good nutrition looks like? Chronic inflammation increases chronic pain, and reducing inflammation in the body with anti-inflammatory foods can often help the pain. What about stress? What are the known and hidden stressors in a patient's life? How are they managing the stress now? This can give you insight into what might help them. Are there lifestyle choices that can be changed to improve both health and outlook? Relationships with others are also key to life. Who are the patient's close relationships with, and how do they feel about them? What groups do they identify with? Religious, political, sports, clubs? Social support is not only health enhancing in its own right, but it also is essential for sustainable behavior change in any culture and setting. What are the social outlets that have been affected by their chronic pain? Perhaps we can address this by using the support of others to heal them in a way that our medical interventions cannot. Isolation and loneliness have been shown to worsen health outcomes. Repairing or reestablishing social networks can improve one's life even if the pain is unchanged. This area can be a bit delicate, so remember that we are working with patients and we should allow them to set the pace. What about their mind and spirit? Can they even see what theirs looks like? This is one sense of self, the thoughts, feelings, and values that help define us. Some of this may come from spiritual or religious practices, or be grounded in meaningful and purposeful activities, such as helping take care of others. It can also be found in creative activities or work they do that brings purpose and meaning. Often, these have been lost or damaged because of the pain, splintering the patient's sense of who they are now. Thus, helping them see the value of reconnecting with these activities that brought them such meaning and fulfillment may be one of the most important things you do in your visits. Helping your patients regain an experience of healing is crucial for the healing journey to progress. These topics can be addressed one by one in the Hope Note using resources you have in your practice or in your community. We can think of these questions as either leverage points to help shift their situation or as a map to guide us based on the needs of the patient. Regardless, this approach puts the patient, not the patient's pain, at the center of any approach. I like to tell patients that if we set the rudder and shift the boat's course by a few degrees at a time, we can eventually end up on an entirely different continent.